Wind outside the courthouse was bone chilling. Stood on the steps, divorce agreement clutched in my hand. Memories from my past life flooded back a tide of pure irony. Hid not right here begging for 3 whole hours while Elizabeth sat in her car, freaking bothering to roll down the window. Cried until I collapsed, and a stranger had to take me to the hospital for 2 years. After that, I continued to grovel while walking, was clinging to the wreckage of our marriage, trying to piece it back together. Only on our 7th wedding anniversary, swallowed an entire bottle of sleeping pills as the darkness drowned me. My last thought was, wish you regret this. The moment I woke up reborn, I see glit on my phone. No courthouse, 10 a.m. today for the divorce. My hand trembled. Every instinct screamed at me to go back to being the husband who left her more than light itself. But the memory of death was too vivid. Cold, the hopelessness, suffocation. And all those nights I had waited like a dog for a single glance from her. Again, I had to live for myself this time. Black Bentley pulled up to the curb. Door opened and Isabel stepped out. The long dress trailing, her expression serene the moment she saw me. Her brow rose slightly as a surprise that I had shown up on my own. Oh, her voice was soft but distant. It's cold out here. Let's go inside. Took a deep breath. The voice trembled, but I held it steady. Savannah, I agreed to the divorce. It all froze, a flicker of surprise in her eyes, but it vanished as quickly as it came. You even managed a small relief smile. Oh, I'm glad you come to your senses. Thought, but I cut her off. Assets will have to be divided. Smile on her face hardened. What do you mean? According to marital law, shared assets are to be split equally. Fought to keep the tremor out of my voice. Warmth on Adela's face froze for a second before returning. Oh, that's a very hurtful thing to say. Haven't treated you poorly all these years. After you, he interrupted her again. Lianfa, this is a list prepared by my lawyer. Isabel took the document, her eyes scanning it quickly. Her expression changed instantly. Oh, are you joking? Her voice was still gentle, but an icy edge had crept in. Thought you would finally learn to be reasonable. See, now you were just waiting for this. Just asking for what I deserve. What you deserve. Said her tone like she was scolding a child. Oh, what have you done for this family in the last 3 years? Hide at home all day with that obscure research of yours. Spending my money living in my house using my resources. I'm willing to give you $1 million in this divorce. You should be grateful not trying to carve up my assets. Her words were daggers. She welled in my eyes. You had said the exact same thing in my past life. You called me a parasite. Said I was unworthy of her. You said I had nothing but a pretty face back then. I believed her. Truly thought I was worthless. At the time, Miss Vance said, taking another deep breath. You have 2 months otherwise. See you in court. With that, I turned and walked away. The lace felt weak and my heart was pounding so hard. Felt like it would burst from my chest. Gritted my teeth and forced myself to walk 10 meters. Before I dared to stop, tears streaming silently down my face. It was the first time in my life. Hadn't given him back at home. Collapsed onto the sofa, my entire body shaking. Looked around at the house I had meticulously decorated for 3 years. Every corner held a piece of my soul. Said of active malls in the city. He had pulled countless all-nighters to build them. Isabel's only comment had been a dismissive. Your ethical project proposals for her company was the one who stayed up all night researching, analyzing the market and creating the frameworks for her. Her hot collar gowns in the walk-in closet. Had ironed every single one by hand, ensuring not a single crease was out of place in my last life. Did these things until the day I died. You never once said, thank you for your hard work. My phone buzz. It was a message from Isabella. There's an important company. I'll tomorrow night be ready in your suit at 7 to accompany me. Old me would have instantly replied, of course. Thinking it was a sign she wanted to reconcile. Would have spent the entire day preparing. Stood by her side like a perfect accessory. Saying all the right things, smiling a perfect smile. I stared at the screen. My fingers trembling for a full 10 minutes. Picking up my phone dimmed as I stared at Isabel's message. Fingers still trembling from the aftermath of our courthouse confrontation. For a decade, 3 years of groveling, 7 of a merit that had been a one-sided sacrifice, I would have jumped at the chance to accompany her to a gala. I would have pressed my best suit, polished my shoes until they shone like mirrors, and practiced a smile that never reached my eyes, all in the futile hope that this time she might see. Not as a parasite, not as a pretty face leeching off her success, but as the man who had built the foundation of her empire with sleepless nights and broken dreams. But that man was dead, drowned in a